Okay, so I finally made it back to the deed. I wanted to show you guys what was what. I did end up getting my body, so I've got my gear back at least. In the backpack, I have some cotton um, from the farm from North Point, steel and flint that I bought off that merchant by selling some cotton, uh, and then the settlement token or settlement deed, whatever. Um, I got back here and we'll close the inventory just so you can see. I mean, it's pretty well wiped out. My building's gone. My cart is still there. I moved the settlement token over here, but as you can see, most of my flattening and stuff is done. Um, or packed dirt, I should say, is gone. So this is still flat in here, but I'd have to redo the dirt and all that stuff. My farm is still there, but let's take a look here. Examine quality level 6.6, so that hasn't changed. Damage is 54.9. Um, I do have some branches on here, apparently. I've got a saw and I've got 3 logs, quality level 1. So garbage logs, so I'm gonna have to do some lumber jacking. But let's go over here and take a look. If you guys remember, the building was somewhere in this area here, but it's now gone. So I have no bulk storage bins or anything like that anymore. Those are toast. I do apparently have food. Cabbage and pumpkins. What are these? Strawberries? Yep. Cucumbers, pea pods, tomatoes, carrots, corn, lettuce, sugar beets. So I've got a nice little variety. So I'm going to have to come out and harvest this up and on my rice, my one thing of rice. Um, so I've got a nice little variety. I do have some cotton here as well, it looks like. Yep. Potatoes. So not a lot to work with, but definitely some things to get me started. I got some trees growing here that need to be hacked down, obviously. But I did change the shape of the deed. I'm pretty sure I can pull up the marker or pull up deed layout, be able to show you. Let's see. Village plan. That's what I was looking for. Let's throw this up here and move it out so you can kind of see. So I do have a considerable amount of water, but that's okay because that gives me area to be able to work with building a dock and whatnot that's kind of protected by my area. The one guard that I did hire will still kind of keep it. So as you can see, the farm is not in here. Well, that's okay too because I plan on moving the farm into the deeded area. I got to finish cleaning up the marshland. That's fine. But as you can tell, I don't really have a whole lot of road anymore. Even the dirt road. My planks have stayed, but and then I opted to open this up to include more mine area that would be inclusive in the deed. And I may end up changing the shape of the deed or the size or whatever down the road, but that's kind of where we're at right now. So let's go ahead and close this. Oh, there's my Spirit Templar. It just showed up. So let's go over to the mine. I did use one of my GMs to actually take out the bugs that are in there or that were in there. so I don't have to deal with them anymore. And I could actually go in and get my stuff. But it is very, very dark in here. I do apologize. Not a lot I can do. But as you can see, my oven is gone. My forge is gone. I've got pendulum that's still left. Water barrels left. What's in this one? Um, so some of my iron tools are still here. I still have a pickaxe, so that's good. And the rake. I still have Sig's smelting pot. He decided to come and visit me a while ago, like a while ago, and left a smelting pot in my forge, um, probably in the hopes that I would see it and see that he was there, and um, yeah. So see, I can rename the stuff I made. I cannot rename his smelting pot. That's okay. In this one, grindstone. There's my other pickaxe. File, needle to work with the leather. And in case you guys didn't see that, that is actually what I'm wearing right now is leather. This is all stuff that I crafted, including the iron staff, gloves, the sleeves, jacket, the backpack, the hood or cap, the tool belt, all stuff this character crafted on his own. Let's check this one. Handles, pottery bowls, ribbons, ash, because I was working on concrete out here. Steel and flint, so I did have one. It was kind of garbage, but I had one. Got a couple of rock shards. Still have the crude pickaxes, which I can still break. My yo-yo. So I've got a few things to kind of work with to start. I still have, let's see how much damage that's taken. It's been sitting on the ground, so 21. So it's still viable. It's only a 6.61. Some rock shards, more rock shards. There's another iron vein. So I do have some rock shards to work with to get started as far as making a new forge and whatnot. Let's head out this way. Oh, let's just double check real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to spin you guys around. Just want to make sure there was nothing else that we're missing here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go back out here. And this is going to be a really, really, really short video, guys. Just wanted to kind of give you an update. Um, I was thinking I was going to run down here, but I actually had that same GM character. There's a little trick that you can use as a GM, but it only works part of the time. It's not guaranteed. You can log, like I logged this character in. This one, ooh, where's my camera? This one right here, this character. Logged him in at North Point, walked around for a couple of minutes, and then quickly logged out and logged in the GM who was already parked at the deed here. It was not deeded, it was vacant land. The deed has expired. But I logged him in, and as soon as I got him logged in, I activated his ebony wand, uh, right clicked the ground, and you see I don't have a lot of options in with this tune, but with the ebony wand, it gave it. I have a lot more options. One of them is to be able to summon players and such. It just says summon, and I actually have to type in the character name that I want to summon. I was able to get the name typed in and click the OK button um, fast enough before this character actually got logged out. So I had a double login on the same account for just a brief minute. Um, as soon as he popped in, like, I don't know, a second and a half later, he logged out. So I just barely got him here without having to run, and that doesn't always happen. A lot of times it'll log out before you get the chance to do anything. So you really don't have enough time. Um, I mean, even if I tried setting it up where we'll use this, the deed token as a landmark. So I could log this guy out right here. I could log in my GM character and place him here, and then go back through the process, blah, blah, blah. Or I could just log in my GM character and place him here, log this guy in and place him here after walking around for a minute, because you got to give it a minute. Otherwise, it just simply won't work. The game has to be tricked into thinking that that character is still there. It's active. It's not, you know, um, an oops. But I could log this guy here, log him out, quickly log back in with my GM character, even if I had stuff on the GM ready for this guy, if I want to transfer it over. 9 times out of 10, it will not work. This character will log out before I fully get the GM character logged in. Um, so I can sometimes trick it into allowing me to teleport my own character, a non GM character, but oftentimes I need the help of another GM. Um, Today I got lucky, I was able to bring him back over here. But what I'm planning on doing is doing. I'll probably continue with the Ironman saga, but it's probably only going to be like a once a week, maybe twice a week kind of thing, depending on how much time I have. My open play is going to be on a different character, and I'm not. It's not a. I honestly don't remember if that character is a GM or not. I don't think he is, um, but it's on server two, uh, the South server. I've obviously got to put in some time fixing the settings and whatnot. I did go in and fix the settings for this server as far as skill ups go. We're back at, give me just a second so I can verify. No, 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 no. I did not say open that. We are back at, let me open the config files just so I don't get it wrong. Because they had things way off. So if you were playing on this server and the settings were just skyrocketed, it was so far off, it's unplayable or whatever, I do apologize. Um, it was non intentional. I had nothing to do with it. Um, and I don't know that I can actually do anything to change it. I can probably go in and check the database or whatever, but and now it's not going to come up. There's an issue apparently with my host. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so skill gain rate is set to 1.5. Action timer, where did that go? Action timer is set to 3.5. I like a faster action timer, and actually the skill rate gain should be less than that. Skill rate gain, I'm going to be dropping back down to, I believe it was zero point 0.3, and action timer was at 3. Or, no, I'm sorry. Skill rate gain, I believe, when I last played was at 0.4. And the action timer was set to 3.0. That's what Seattle Sanctuary main North server is going to be set back to. I may bump that just slightly for the South server. I'm not sure. But it's not going to be some stupid, ridiculous number. Um, so let me close that. Let me see if I can. Game services. See if I can see what the other one is set to. Because I know they already have it set wrong as far as the name goes. Um, it just says Seattle Sanctuary 2, and I did have it edited to specifically say that it was not the login server. So give me just a second here. Let me see real quickly. They have. Oh, wow. Actually, they have the skill rate gain set properly. It is set to zero point 0.4 and it is action timer is set to 3.0. So that is actually correct. Now, keep in mind, South server is not a new player friendly server. It has all of the more aggressive creatures on it. The not just regular scorpions, but the demon type. I forget the names of them, but the demon type scorpions and the more aggressive. I mean, they're I've walked around a little bit and whoo, not a friendly environment. However, if you look at the landscaping here, this is actually kind of a poor example based on this area, but if you use the mountainside here as a basis, that's what a lot of the Norse servers like. Um, I messed up when I created the topography, and there's not a whole lot of this flat-ish land going out to the water. That is not the case on the South server. South server, this is the norm. It has a gentle slope going down into the water. Error two for the North server was that there's not a lot of area, and I was working on it. Again, I apologize. I've since kind of stopped because I haven't been playing. But I was dredging out the deeper channels for the boats that require it. I haven't finished doing that. I haven't forgotten about it. There's a lot of little projects that are going on the North server or that were going on. We have since lost, uh, from what I can tell, pretty much the entire population. So it's literally just me again. But hopefully that will change again. So there's, once again, a whole lot of open space. If you want to come on and start up a tune, deed up, whatever, deeds are free to start, but they require upkeep. Um, I'm pretty sure deeds are free. Um, I can't remember if that's the case or not on the South server, but the South server is not a login server. You have to come to the North server to log in. Once you log out on the South server, you will still log in using the North server, but it'll automatically put you in the South server. Um, it is not a PvP server. These are both PvE servers, um, but it is definitely more dangerous. To my knowledge, I am the only person, the only player that has established any kind of foothold whatsoever, and it is so minute, on the South server. There is a starter town, but it's not really a town, if that makes sense. It's more of a merchant hub. There is a fishmonger there, there is a general merchant there, there are stalls there, but I'm probably going to have to fix the merchant contracts and all that stuff. Um, so best suggestion, just if you're interested in playing on Seattle Sanctuary, just come over and start playing or whatnot. And please understand, it's a project in the works. I don't know if I'm going to keep it around um, indefinitely, um, but stay tuned to the videos. Come over, have some fun or whatever. Don't get too involved at the moment because I don't know if it's going to stick around or not. Um, the plan is I have to get my finances in order to continue to fund the two servers. They cost roughly $25 a month uh, to um, to host them, or that's what I get charged. So $50 a month for the two servers. I do have other bills and stuff. I'm only working part time now, so there's a lot of challenges. If you want to help support the servers, I'm all for it. I'll give you a link that you can go directly to the host and pay for some of the funding. You don't pay me a dime. It'll go straight to the servers. So if that's something you're concerned with, please put your mind at ease. Um, I'm not looking to make money on this. So I like having fun. I like being able to have an area that I can just go and know that it's not toxic. It's not a horrid environment. And if something goes sideways or whatever, I can jump in and try to fix it. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what was going on with the North, the South, the Ironman. Um, a lot of deeds have just gone away. They haven't been maintained. There are a few new deeds. Let me see if I can possibly pull this up to show you. This map was as of, let's see, I don't think any of my settings are still in place since they changed the IP address and all that, and they got a bunch of other stuff mixed up anyway. Let me see if I can bring up. No, we don't want display capture, window capture. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the map so that you guys can see what we have left at the moment. Okay, so North Point is still right here. Um, there we go. North Point's the only one showing it at this distance, but Oasis is still right here. Um, Outpost 13's right here. Concord's right here. It's the only one on this particular island that I'm aware of. The only deed. Looks like it. I just reestablished Ironman. Right. Should be right here. Somewhere thereabouts. Yeah, I believe that's it right there. But it hasn't shown up yet. It hasn't updated. Yeah, because there's the old roads and whatnot. The mine entrance and the farmlands. So that's where Iron Man's at. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any other deeds that I'm not aware of. If you have deeded up and I'm not seeing you for some reason, please forgive me. I'm not doing it intentionally. Oh, there's Crow's Nest and Morph's Landing, so their deeds are still there. Um, Manticow. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Place is new. Howling Overwatch is right there. Vetchnar is right there. kind of wonder if that's just no offense intended in any way, but I kind of wonder if that's a reference to, I don't know, Klingons, or um, maybe it's a um, type of creature in a D&D type game of some sort, Pathfinder or Warhammer, that sort of thing. Um, I don't know, but it's kind of cool seeing that, that there's still a few deeds. I'm gonna have to go check them out, see what they're all about. Um, Huey owns this one. Looks like. Who owns this one? Sea Follower owns Howling Overwatch. Um, Babylon is the mayor of Kvetchnar, and like I said, Huey is owner of place. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, brother. I'm terrible at pronunciations, and I'm gonna butcher that one. But as you guys can see on the left hand side, right over here, when I hover over it, Moradrim. I don't know. Um, and then Crowsbane, Morph. I don't see. This is a no build zone. That's Oasis. So don't think you can go down there and just start building, but that is where all of the portals that are scattered throughout lead. And then you can go here. In fact, if you want to check out the portal system, go to North Point, on the western wall, I believe it is. Hang on. Let's scroll out. Let's go back up to North Point. Yeah, on the western wall. So here's the wall right here. Right around in here. Actually, I think it's right here. That's it. Yeah, I think that's it right there. But if you're in the center of town, head west. Just on the north side of the gate exit to the west, there's a portal. Walk into it, or walk through it. Don't don't try to click on it. It's broken as far as that goes. It's going to put you out in the middle of the ocean, and there's nothing I can do for you. You're going to die. So don't click it. If I'm not on, I mean, there's other people that'll tell you that is exactly what's going to happen. You are going to die in the middle of the ocean. Just walk through it. Walk towards the wall behind it. It'll activate the portal, and it'll put you. There is a portal here at Tar Lake as well. It'll put you where did it go? Oh, there it is. It'll put you down here at Oasis. In this center section, in Oasis, there are a bunch of other portals. You can walk through those and go to a variety of different locations. Obviously, according to this, I have some work to do to fix the lava and the trees and that sort of thing. Kind of clean the place up a little bit. That's my bad. Um, Outpost 13 is right here. That is one of my other tunes. But that's another outpost. There's merchants there. There's um, what do they call them? Uh, Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The tent places where you can put a merchant, so you can the bazaar basically. Um, and then there's a few up here in Concord. There's another portal there. There's a portal for Outpost 13 as well. Anywhere that there are the pavilion style setups for you to set up a merchant, there is a portal to. So from any of these locations, you can tell people, hey, you know what? I got a merchant set up over at Outpost 13. I got a merchant set up at Concord. I got a merchant set up at I think it's Kodiak over on the South server, and they can go to that location. Well, you can't teleport from the North server to the South. You actually have to go by boat. Um, but if you're on the South server, hey, I got a merchant over at Kodiak, um, and they can go to your merchant and they can buy your wares. You can sell stuff. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's another little outpost over here. I forget the name of it. Um, there's Tar Lake, which doesn't, I believe, doesn't have merchants, but you can get to Tar Lake. That right there is a huge blob of tar. So if you need tar for whatever reason, and there's little spots all over the place, but you can take this road right here all the way down to Tar Lake. And it does kind of end there, but I'm going to continue it south. I have not done that yet. Um, but it's going to come down south here and then probably head over to the east. And I'll have another, it'd probably come towards the lower end of the east, head up north a bit, and then head back to the west. Um, I may diagonal run it, through this segment. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured it out. But that is pretty much the entirety of the map. Actually, can I do... There we go. So there's the entire map for the North server. Um, I don't. There is a map for the South, but I don't have it up at the moment. I apologize. That is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and found it informative, and it kind of tells you where we're at. Um, I don't know. Haven't 100% decided where we're going, so like I said, don't get like super involved in continuing on the server. But I will keep you updated. More than likely, the servers will continue. More than likely. Um, but I do have some other projects in the works, and a couple of other channels that I'm going to have to get started on. For one of them specifically for my ministry, um, and then I'm also considering doing a talent-based channel where I go, scour the net for talented individuals in a variety of areas, not just musically inclined, but, and I'm not talking like professionals, although their talent should be acknowledged as well. Um, I'm talking like the no names that they likely don't have a whole lot of hope as far as being discovered or wherever. They're just, this guy wants to play, drums, and he's really good at it, and he's got a couple of videos out or whatever, um, but he's not in any major professional band or whatever. He just enjoys playing the drums, and he's good at it. This one likes to sing. This one, I was watching a guy the other day, watching some videos. This dude literally jumps on subways, trains, buses, whatever, and he draws random people, and he's good at it. Um, those are the kind of talents that I'm talking about. Just, random people, that they're not looking to be famous or whatever. They just do what they do because they enjoy doing it, but they happen to be good at it. Um, so that's the other uh, channel that I'm considering setting up, but I don't know. Stay tuned for the next one. As you guys know, today's Friday, so um, that's going to be pretty much it for the day. I'm not going to be putting up a video for tomorrow because I'll be at church. Um, Likely, maybe a short video on Sunday. This coming Monday is a holiday, so probably a couple more videos on Monday. Uh, different stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to link the channels together or not, or put links in the descriptions so that you know, everybody can see what the other channels are or whatever. If I do, it'll be on this channel that I promote the other channels. It will not be on the other channels that I promote this channel. This is still going to be considered the main channel. So hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.